I have always felt superior because when I studied in school, I studied biology, and biology tells you everything you need to know about who we are, about our skin, and about our hair, why it's a certain way, about why we're built a certain way, why we think a certain way. And so I already knew that it wasn't an inferior thing. But I do know that if I was a white woman that had done the things that I've done, I'd have a different life. You know, as far as going to school and pursuing additional degrees, and I'd probably be married. I see a lot of white people get married and stay together, and they not that they don't divorce and have marriage problems and things like that. But when I see their marriages, it seems just like a different on the outside. It's a different dynamic than I've witnessed with the black family and black marriages. And not to say that I know the insides and outsides of everybody's marriage, but I do know that I would have had different opportunities, and I might have felt like I could do different things. I sometimes say I think sometimes white people are just too free, like because black people we do feel restricted and constricted by the things we can do in society, and it's not that necessarily anybody having to tell you that you can't do a certain thing. It's just that you haven't seen anybody like you do a certain thing. And so, for example, when I was in high school, I had a chance to go to Norway to study for a study abroad program. And I think if I was a young white girl, that would have been, oh, if my family's excited and they, what do we got to do to get your passport? And it'd be a wonderful opportunity for you. And da-da-da-da. But in my family, it's like, oh, I don't think you want to go that far away. We're gonna have to go and get a lot of things together, and that you're gonna be by yourself. So it was something they talked me out of, and I still I don't regret, but I'm just like, what was that about? So it wasn't about feeling inferior or anything. It's just knowing a high awareness that if this was different, that you'd have a whole nother lifestyle, a whole lot of different opportunities, and a whole lot of things that you would do or try and not be afraid to do or try. Because it's already been done by someone that looks like you, and or people in your family, or people that you know have already traveled abroad, or I know a young girl was an intern for me, and she at the time she was about 22 years old, and she told me, "Oh yeah, I'm going to Australia. I'm gonna where they backpack around or whatever." And all she took was her backpack and her surfboard to Australia, and she was there for 3 months by herself. And I'm like, your parents know you. How do you do something like that? I never even would at this age. That wouldn't even cross my mind. But definitely, it wasn't crossing my mind when I was 19, 20, 21 years old in college and used to see those little study abroad programs. I just thought it was a scary thing to do. So I don't know if black people we even feel. If I'm sure there's some. I'm gonna speak for people I know. I don't even know the idea of feeling inferior. I just think the idea of feeling different and limited is more pervasive.